Welcome, everybody, to another Georgia Archery podcast. Podcast number 59. Wow. Guess what? I have a special guest today to help me with my podcast. Robbie is under the weather with a bad tooth, and so I called this man up, see if he would give me a hand, and he said sure. So, Mr. Billy White, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Big John. How you doing, man? Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Yeah. So I appreciate you helping me out so that I have somebody to play against on this video. But number 59, you are a professional archer, correct?
I do, yes. I shoot in the NFAA Pro and ASA Known Pro class.
Known Pro. And you are the archery director at the Governor's Gun Club in
That's
Kennesaw.
correct. I am the director of archery for Governor's Gun Club in Kennesaw, Georgia, home of the nation's premier indoor shooting sports facility.
I get to visit that facility for sure in February.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to be hosting a little something there. We're the venue for a little something there in February.
You are the venue for the state GOAD, GAA State GOAD, and GAA State Indoor, which is also the virtual indoor national place for anybody
Correct.
from Georgia. So,
absolutely, we're looking forward to providing the venue for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We got that indoor shotgun range.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna have a lot of bales in there. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it probably will be fun. So, well, I appreciate you helping me out. Let's get this thing going.
Do it.
So let's see. Who shot this past weekend? Well, TGM, Team Grandma, shot her first 3D shoot for the year, and she ended up with 11 fun shooters.
She had a good turnout for the first.
Yep, and then she had known 45 money. So they don't have a 50-yard stake, I guess, so they use a known 45 money class. And old Daniel Bird come out on top with a 207. Michael Kane was right behind him with a 206. And Joseph Atwell with a 204. That's some good shooting.
It is. Everybody over that 200 mark. That's phenomenal.
In the known 40 class, so I guess that's just a trophy class. Known 40 class, Michael Howell with a 200. Wait, it's not out of order or something. Anyway, and that's the way I copied it. Justin Phillips, 203.
There we go.
Yep. And then Michael Howell, and then Robert Guyton with a 195. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
In the K45, ended up with Matthew Wooten with a 194. And then
6 bonus rings.
Yeah. And then in the hunter class, Caleb Lloyd shot. And in the novice class, JJ Cullis shot. So she ended up 22, 23 shooters. Not bad.
No.
But
that's good. That was not a it was not a warm morning.
No, it's definitely not. I know a bunch of folks that were like telling me how cold it was. I happened to be working at the shop, so I didn't get to go, but they said they had a good time and had a lot of fun. So
I'm sure people are excited to get back out slinging arrows outdoors.
Yep. And the S3DA had an East Indoor Regional that was held at Dewey Rose. And man, did they have a turnout.
Wow. 78 shooters.
That's awesome. And
that's phenomenal.
I sent you the list so you can read the winners.
Yeah. Absolutely. So if I butcher anybody's name, I apologize in advance. But we'll start with the female young adult bow hunter compound, and in first place, Danica Stillwagon. Let's see, we got female young adult bow hunter second place, Olivia Canada, and in third place, Courtney Troxel.
Yep.
Some good shooting there too.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, we got male young adult bow hunter compound, first place, Adrian Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Second place, Dakota Basin.
Basin, yes, sir.
All right. Hey, I'm on a roll. And in third place, Kason Pruitt.
That's some good
Let's
shooting
see here.
too, boys.
Yeah. And we have some barebow shooters too, it looks like. Female young adult barebow, first place, Ruby Burgess.
Yeah, Ruby's
That's
a good
awesome.
shot.
That's one thing barebow shooting is something else. That's more of an art.
Yep.
Female junior eagle,
Mm-hmm.
bow hunter compound, we had Peyton Evans in first place.
Oh, good shooting, Peyton.
Yeah. Ooh, that's not easy.
Nope.
Let's see here. And we have male junior eagle,
Bow hunter.
bow hunter compound,
Yep.
Logan Evans in first place.
He shot
Jonas
really good.
Canada in second. I'm assuming the Canadas are related.
Probably so.
And Daniel Nix in third.
Rounding out top three pretty good.
Sure did. Let's see here. Male Eagle Bowhunter compound. We've got Gavin Gibson in first place.
With a perfect score. 26
150.
X's. 26
Wow.
X's out of 30 X's. That's doing it.
And you know what? Second place did not, it was not an easy task to do
No.
that, because in second place was Levi Baker with a 146.
Oh yeah. That's some
That's
shooting.
some good shooting. And third place was no slouch, Brandon Tripp with a 140.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. They rounded it
That
out
was
in the
a
Eagle
stiff class
class.
right there. See, female Eagle, Annabella Hawkins with a first place.
Yep. Shot
Great
good.
score there too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Second place was Miley Jones,
Yep.
and third place was Cameron Schilling.
Yep. That was her second tournament ever in the state of Georgia.
Really?
Cameron. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So
Did a phenomenal score too.
And
Yeah.
they tied second and third. It was just an X count. That's pretty cool.
Sure enough. Let's see. Then we have male Eagle Olympic recurve,
Yeah.
Brett English.
That's not easy either.
No. I'm if it's a recurve, I'm so far out of my element.
Yep.
Female Eagle Open. Oh wow, look at these scores.
Yep.
Looks like we got a first and second place tie in this class off X count.
Yep. X count broke
So-
it first or second.
It sure did. Female Eagle Open, first place, 149 and 19, Logan
That's-
Ferguson.
Good shooting, Logan.
Wow. And then second place with a 149 and 17, Ava Putnam.
Yeah, and she's been shooting a hinge release. Unbelievable. So
That's oof. And here it is, third place with a 148 and
Yeah.
19, Nova Aguilar.
oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm glad I'm not in the Eagle class.
No, they're soaring a little bit too high for me.
That's right.
Let's see here. Now let's go into Male Youth Open.
Yep.
First place, Caden Lopez,
Yep.
a 147. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Second place here, Case Booth.
Was just 1 point behind.
Sure enough, and just 2 points behind them. And third place with a 144, Cody Ayers.
Yep. So they're all going in there together. Into
Look at this. Wow.
females.
I'm looking at these scores, and it's really impressive
Yeah.
what these younger shooters are doing, man. The class that's coming up behind us all.
You ain't joking.
Female Youth Open with a 148, Gabriella Alfaro.
It's her personal best. So
That's the way to do it right there. Man, that's something she'll always remember right there. Personal
right.
best in a tournament like that.
Mhm.
Second place, Regan Ferguson with a 146.
Yep.
And only a few points behind that, Sophia Amado.
Yep.
Amadeo?
Amadeo.
Amadeo with a 143. That's awesome. And then we got Female Youth Bowhunter Compound.
Yep.
Kylie McTeer.
That'll work for me.
All right. Sorry, Kylie. And then second place, Kaylin Pendley.
Yep.
And in third place, Kaylee Baker.
Yep. And the numbers right there are right together. They're 136, 132, 130. I mean,
They sure are.
that's a bow hunter class, and if you're hitting just a little to the left, a little to the right, you can't just reach up there and move your sight like we do. So that's some good shooting.
Yeah, it's a fixed pin class right there. They shoot what they have. Let's see here. Male youth bow hunter compound. First place, Cameron Tweed.
Yep. With a
Second
138.
place, Zakai Carter, 125.
Mm-hmm.
And in third place, Alexander Prairie.
Yep.
With a 119. Again, like you said, that's a bow hunter class. So that's fixed pin. They have to adjust themselves. They can't fix their sight.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Let's go down here now to male young adult open. And with a perfect score. Tanner Foster.
Tanner Foster.
150 and 24 X's.
X's.
That's phenomenal. Good shooting, Tanner.
16 inside outs. That's what the other number is.
Wow.
So
I'll tell you what, these next couple of classes, look at the second place. Jackson Whaley, a 148 and 18.
That's right.
And then we got in third place,
Nathan.
again, X count made the difference here. Nathan Hendricks with a 148 and 17.
1X difference. That's awesome.
That is. That's great shooting. And we'll go down now to female young adult open. Wow. Claire Garrison with a 149 and 20 and 14 inside out.
That's awesome.
Second place with a 146
Yep.
and 14 X's, Morgan Chastain.
Yes, that's right.
And third place, Madison Adams with a 145 and 16 X's.
Mm-hmm.
Then we come down, male young adult Olympic recurve. You know, to me, that's a phenomenal score, 129.
Yep.
Grant English, great shooting. And female young adult Olympic recurve, Brianna Bailey.
Yep.
Awesome.
Good shooting. Man, they had a crowd. That's 76 archers, and we just read top 3 scores and still had a whole bunch of names to read off. I mean, that's
78.
70. I mean, that's phenomenal.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I had some students there, and they had a good time, and I didn't hear any fussing. They're just glad to be able to shoot their bows again.
Yeah, that's what it is. People just want to shoot. People want to have a good time, and they want to fling some arrows. And
that's right.
People are itching.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely itching. 3D's just right, or now they're full blown. They had a couple of shoots last, TMG, and the week before there was a few, and so there's been a few shoots going on, and I can't shoot on Saturday, but I can go somewhere on Sunday most times. So, trying to get ready for Foley.
I'm getting ready. My bow finished putting it together pretty much yesterday.
Yeah, well, I'm a one bow man still because I have a bow on order, but it hasn't come in yet. And so I'm going to have to play that split game, shoot my one arrows one day and one arrows the next until I get the new bow. So if you missed it, I had a interview with the ASA Georgia State Director, Scott Parrott. You know Scott. And we got to talk about the ASA Shooter of the Year rules. And so if you missed that, go back and listen to a podcast, find it on the video, and you can listen to everything we talked about, how the points are going to work and how they are going to accumulate so that you can be in the ASA Shooter of the Year. Also, we announced where the state championship will be held. And for anybody who missed it, it is at Sweetwater, July 10th and 11th. So
10th and 11th,
yes,
Sweetwater. And that was podcast 58?
No, it's a bonus podcast, not podcast
bonus
58.
Podcast,
yep.
Okay.
It was just a bonus because it was an interview with Scott.
Gotcha.
And the S3DA released information this week with all of their, everybody knew about the indoor schedule, but they also released some of the 3D schedule and information on the virtual. They're doing their nationals virtually also. So how they're going to do that is you get to shoot state on Saturday, and then you can shoot the virtual either at the 5 o'clock line that same day on the 13th or the next day on the 14th at 9 a.m. So you can shoot your state championship on that Saturday, and they have a couple of different lines. I think it's a 9, a 12, and a 3. And then they're going to run the late line. 5 o'clock starts the virtual national. And then on Sunday morning at 9, they're also going to run for virtual national. So
sounds like a lot of opportunity to get your scores in.
Most definitely. And I want to talk about virtual scores. The NFAA held what they called it, the quarantine tournament.
Quarantine
edition of the indoor nationals, because we didn't go to indoor nationals, so they had to figure out what they wanted to do. And hold on, I just lost something. But
indoor national quarantine edition.
Indoor national quarantine edition. And I was looking through the list, which I haven't gone through the list, but I was looking through the list, and Brianna Moore finished on top of everyone else, and she has to be a Georgia archer. So I want to hats off to her for shooting as well as she did, and finishing on top in her class. So congratulations, Brianna Moore. So,
that's phenomenal. Way to represent Georgia.
Yeah, and they ended up with lots of people shooting this tournament because they had it in multiple locations. So that's what made it cool. So
that's phenomenal.
Well, man, you working Saturday?
I am working Saturday.
I hear you. So am I. But guess what?
The archery industry doesn't allow for many Saturdays off.
No, me neither. So guess what? There's a whole lot of shooting going on Saturday.
Oh, tell me all about it.
All right. Well, on Saturday, the North 40 is having a shoot, their 3D shoot on Saturday. Also, North Ridge is having their 3D shoot on Saturday. Sambo's Archery is having a 3D shoot on Saturday. And Titan Archery is having a 3D shoot on Saturday. So if I look correctly, I didn't put all those cities, but if I look correctly, we've got the state covered up for 3D somewhere. Titan's up in Rome, Sambo's over in Commerce-ish, and then North 40's in the southwest-ish, and North Ridge is right about in the middle. So looks like there's a whole lot of 3D shooting going on.
Yeah, if you spin around in a circle and toss a rock, you'll hit a 3D shoot this Saturday.
That's what it seems like. And then for the S3Ders, there's actually a bonus regional indoor. So it's over at Pike Outfitters. So
awesome. I know they just, my understanding is they just redid their bales and everything.
They did. They
got the range looking fresh for this.
Yes, they put brand new bells. They're actually shooting the same type bells that we have, the big shot targets, and they shoot really well. They're real nice targets. So they just freshened that up. I haven't been over there yet, and I plan on making a trip sometime. But so if most of the S3Ders will probably be shooting that regional, especially for it's a bonus regional. But people who haven't got a score in, you have to have a regional to go to state. And if you felt like your score could have been better, you can, go to this one and make it up. So the registration closed, I think, on Wednesday. So I think they got full lines on all the lines they had. They had to actually add a line because they had too many people. So
wow.
And on Sunday, what are you doing Sunday?
Well, Sunday. Let's see. As much as I'd like to go to this next one, I'll be spending the day with my beautiful wife at home. Sundays are one day together here. So, but if you're not me, Sunday you can be at the 3D shoot in RBO.
Yep, River Bottom Outdoors. And that's old Scott Parrott. When I talked to him, he was talking about how he's prepared for it and getting everybody going. And man, they always put on a good shoot. So.
Yep, and Scott Paris, when you had the bonus podcast with.
Yes, he is. That's who I had a bonus podcast with. He's also the ASA director, so you can ask him any questions you want to. And he always puts on a good shoot and has a good crowd most of the time. The weather has sort of changed. I think it's going to be cold. It wasn't.
Yes.
It was looking like it was going to be great, and then the cold front has pushed, so I don't know what it's going to do.
And, as of right now, it's looking like there's a chance of rain someday in 48. Yep. I would just take some mud boots and a weather jacket and just go have some fun. If anything, just go listen to Scott talk for a while.
Yeah,
just have a good time.
Just go hang out with Scott. He's a great guy. But I don't know if you know, but the website has changed.
Oh.
So I don't.
How so?
I did a little update, so it's got a little different layout. The shopping is not working right now because I'm switching over stuff, but the layout's a little different, so it's a little cleaner. It needed to be updated. It had been sitting that way for a little while, but you can find all this information and more on the website www.georgearchery.com. So you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Snapchat. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter.
And the Instagrams.
And you can find this podcast on any of your favorite podcast apps. If you have any information you want us to talk about on the show, you can email us georgiaarchery@gmail.com. There is a location calendar. So when you click on all of those shoots we talked about, has an address for where to, how to get to these locations. It has the CD, the whatever, and a lot of times it has a contact number. There's also a map with a pin of all the places that I have on the list. If you're not on the map, we will add you. So if you click in through, you can see that the map's got different pins in different places. So, but,
so their range isn't on here. They can can get it added.
That's right. Most definitely add it. So, so
a lot of shoots this weekend, a lot of great shooting that happened.
Oh yeah. So are you ready for what's your next shoot?
My next, I will not be able to go to the Rumble, but I am going to be at the state, which we are providing the venue for at Governor's Gun Club in Kennesaw, Georgia, and then I'll be heading off to Foley the week after that.
That sounds familiar.
And then just going to keep them rolling from that point on and start hitting some more local shoots.
Okay.
Support the local clubs. Keep the local archery growing.
That's a fact.
Support Georgia archery.
We all need to support every club, That's what we need to do. But
if we're going to grow archery, we need to grow it together.
Excuse me. Oh, yes, most definitely. But I appreciate you helping me out with this podcast, Billy.